right here. It's blowing from the way these deer are coming. Like Davey said, we've been in that hog barn for the last week and a half. That's where he got lucky and aired his buck. But we've been seeing this one run this ridge, so today we had to make a move. We've seen him do this like the past 4 or 5 times. There's like 2 or 3 bucks coming out right here that we'd gladly shoot. So with a week or 2 left in the season, we're willing to do anything. So we got our blind brushed up, I think, pretty good. So we're gonna go back to the truck, which is about a mile away, and we're gonna change into our hunting clothes to get back in here, and hopefully we don't spook any deer in the process. Alright, well, you guys seen us set that blind up in the fence row. We finally got tucked in. Just as soon as we got it set up though, deer started filtering out of the woods to our west. And they're headed this direction, so there's like 4 or 5 does. But you can see the hog barn out here in front of us about, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 800 yards, how far it is, but it's way out there. And them deer have been right here on this ridge top, so with any luck, we're hoping that they're gonna do the same thing they've been doing and hopefully give us a shot tonight. So we got the PSE ready. Was a terrible shot. Gee, he ducked the arrow so he was dead 30 yards and I had it right on him. I don't know what happened. There's nothing else I could do. He just absolutely ducked. And it hit him high. I mean, that's a terrible shot, isn't it?
It's high. I don't know how terrible it is, but it's pretty high. I seen it instantly.
Yeah, oh my
God. I told you, I was like, you hit him high, man. I just don't know.
I don't know. Well, we're gonna give him some time. We'll get out and go see if there's any blood at all. But I hit him right in that no man's land backstrap area. That shot looked terrible. I mean, absolutely terrible. I held it low. We talked about it, David and I, before we even got here. These deer have been so nervous. He missed his a couple days before he ended up killing it, and actually missed a doe out of the same spot because we're shooting high. And I told him, I said, I'm gonna use my lowest yardage pin for wherever he's at. If he's at like 33, I'm gonna use the 30-yard pin and aim low. And I done that on him, and he still about ducked over it, but we just got out of the blind and there's blood everywhere. Look at all this blood. I think I may have gotten that artery. So we're gonna back out, give him 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours, and then we'll get back in here. Well, as you can see, shot was a little shaky. It was way high. You know, we looked for this buck for 3 days straight. We couldn't find him. I mean, we had help from neighboring landowners, from buddies, family members. I mean, literally looked for him for 3 days and just could not recover him. Now, I know you guys are going to ask yourself, how in the world did he mess up a 30-yard shot wide open in the field out of a blind? Well, the truth is, all these years later, I still have no idea. Well, fast forward to 2015, let's jump into the tree stand with Davey as he's self-filming. We have no idea if the deer's even around or on our farm. He's filming a buck that crosses a creek, and then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose behind him. He hears a buck chasing some does, spins the camera around, and this is what happens. Well, as you can see, Davey's bad luck too. He hit the deer high. It didn't break it down with a spine shot. To this day, we have no idea how that even happened. His arrow looked like it exploded upon impact, and we never did recover the deer in 2015 either. Fast forward 2016, hopefully we have a different outcome.
You better get your stuff, dude. He's gonna come. I don't think he's coming. As soon as he sees where she goes, he knows where he's gonna go.
much battery and stuff do you have? I had to put display button on the side right there. Hang on. It was like 148 this morning when we got started. Here he comes, baby.
Right. Well, me and Trevor's had an encounter with this deer several times. I'm so cold and shaking and buck fever and everything. I just couldn't. We shot him in the creek. He's been coming all the way down here. We've been watching him for an hour and a half, chasing this doe around. I guess we're just going to see what it looks like on the camera.
Far back and high.
Did it? Oh man, that ain't good.
We're about to find out how good a dead ringer is.
That's right. Used a super freak. I'm pretty sure it's a complete pass through though.
It was.
So hopefully we'll just have to give him a lot of time and hopefully we can find this deer. That's the third time that deer's been shot. Got a lot of footage of that deer. So stick around, we'll see what happens. We just confirmed the blood. Real dark blood, so we're pretty sure it's a liver shot, just like we originally thought. So we're gonna go ahead and go grab some lunch, meet up with a buddy, help us out, and hopefully we'll have a recovery for you guys soon.
Pretty good blood over there.
It's decent. It's real dark. I only went the first 5 feet on the bank, and there was about 8 drops. A couple of them pretty good. So let's just hope that you know, the old saying stays true. You know, the real dark blood like that is a liver shot, but you should give him 6 to 8 hours, and we're gonna do that. It's already been a few hours now. We have another real nice buck laying in the creek line up here. We're gonna try to make something happen. We're gonna put a stalk on it. I'm gonna grab the camera. Trevor's gonna grab his bow, and we're gonna go for it. All right, here we are with the long story and a lot of history with the old 8. This deer here was here 3 years ago. We saw him coming from the neighboring farm after I harvested my deer, and Trevor and I rushed over and put a muddy blind up right in the fence line. And he came out, he read the script, and Trevor put a shot on him, and it hit him in no man's land. The deer survived. So the following year, which was last year, the deer came down through here, and I stuck him in the spine, and he lived. We fast forward to this year, and he showed up on Veterans Day on the cameras. And so we came in here, and we started hunting him, and we saw him this morning about 400 yards away chasing does in the neighbor's farm. They hopped the fence, came right down the wood line, and he presented me a 30-yard shot in the creek. And that ends the story of the old 8.